Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie. Today I'm going to be doing your reading for the month of June. Let's see what's in store for you guys, what messages are available. I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown deck and several other oracles that are going to be supporting our reading. This will be a great time to take deep breaths and just ask the universe for the advice that you need for this month. If there's a particular question that you want answered, this is the time to ask for it to your spirit guides, to your, form of divinity. Geminis. As I go ahead and shuffle the cards, I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. In one of these corners of the video, there's a little tiny golden tippy. Make sure to click that. That's the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, obviously. If you are a subscriber, Gemini, I know that you know that I love you and that I am so happy to have you here. I'm excited to be doing all these readings, always. And if it's the first time that you check out my channel, well, I'm glad you ran into this video. I'm glad to have you here. Let's see. I'm pulling tons of cards, 30 to be exact, so it might take a little while. What else can I tell you? Geminis. Well, in the meantime, as all the cards slowly but surely come out, I invite you to check out the description box below. There's always a ton of goodies. I have free gifts for you. I have courses, programs, personalized readings, tons of things that are aimed to help you with your path, with your spiritual journey, with your healing process. We're almost there, you guys. Almost there. I'm pulling this amount of cards for you because I really want the reading to have a lot of information. It's going to be one of the complete ones for June 2019. Okay. Yeah, beautiful cards, Gemini. It's a little bit of everything. It's so funny because when I do these readings, they're so messy. Like if you were to see my table right now, it's just like really messy. And when I do the ones that are, directly filming the cards, everything is just so impeccable and so orderly. That's not what's happening here, Gemini. This is a more fluid reading. So it seems to me like in the month of June, you are going to be in a very beautiful space. I feel like you are taking leadership for your life. You're following your heart, and that is leading you to have a lot of joy and fulfillment deep within your soul about something that you know that you need to do for yourself. And you're finally kind of like pushing everything aside and saying, you know what, I'm going to go after what I want. And it seems to me like this is something that you intuitively know will be successful eventually. It's like a calling that you have, perhaps. But there's some challenges here. In the month of June, you may be faced with the temptation of giving something up, the temptation of quitting something that you have poured a lot of energy into, you have poured a lot of effort into, a lot of time into, but you might be a little bit tired of it in some shape or form. You might be a little bit beat up on how much work it has taken from you. So this is the 9 of cards for the 9 of Wands, to me is the don't you dare giving up card. It's like rest, but don't quit. There seems to be in the month of June as well some big radical change that is going to be affecting your foundation of your life. So there might be moves, there might be changes, transformations, structures that crumble, partnerships that crumble, jobs that crumble, things that simply go down so something more aligned with you can grow in their place. And since we have the 4 of Wands here, this could be related to a relationship, a marriage, or something that you consider very foundational in your life. So a thing that you have been doing for a long time, or a way of seeing things that you have been using for a long time. Something is radically gonna change, or you're wishing for it to change. In the recent past, you have maybe been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This could be someone who's very emotional, very sensitive, creative, intuitive, someone who sometimes lets emotions kind of like run the show a little bit, and they have a hard time controlling their emotional states. They are not kind of like the Queen of Cups, they are the Daughter of Cups, so haven't matured into their full potential, I guess. And with the Eight of Wands here, what I'm getting is that in the recent past, maybe the universe aligned something for you with this person through travel. So maybe you got together with a water sign on a trip, on a different country, different city, different apartment, different house, different place or space. Maybe the universe aligned things for you through a water sign. Maybe in the recent past, you have kind of like acknowledged everything that has gone well recently. And now you're saying like, okay, I have achieved this. We have gone through this, this, and that. I am ready for this, this, and that. You know, like gathering all of the accomplishments, but at the same time, trying to take them forward into the future and asking for more. You may be working. In the recent months, you may have been maybe doing some kind of, maybe you were transferred somewhere different for work by a water sign, or away from a water sign, or with a water sign. You're definitely thinking about a water sign. So you've got them in your mind. We have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person here. Someone who's very creative, very intuitive. You are definitely having love, romantic thoughts about this person. So maybe you're thinking this person is the one for you. Maybe you're thinking that there's potential in the connection that you have. Maybe if you're single, you're trying to step into a relationship with this person. If you are in a relationship with this person, it seems to me like you are wishing to create some higher level of commitment with this person, perhaps. I do feel though like, well, some Geminis out there might be having feelings for two different water signs. So that goes for someone very specific. Remember that this is general read. So that means that some messages are going to be for you, other messages are going to be for other people. So obviously not every single thing is going to apply to you. Some of you guys might have moved somewhere else and you might be missing a water sign, dreaming about a water sign. Or maybe it's not even a water sign. For some people, there's definitely going to be a water sign, but if you don't even know the sign of the person, you know, this could be someone who's very creative, who's very intuitive, very psychic, naturally or, you know, actively. This could be a person who is very, as I mentioned, emotional, inspired, intuitive, deep. Some of you guys might be letting go of a job opportunity this month of June. Some of you guys are perhaps not satisfied. Maybe you did some recent changes and they weren't satisfying for you because you wanted to be with this person and now you can't for some reason. Could be distance involved, could be money involved. But it seems to me like right now in the month of June, you're going to be thinking about letting something go. Could be letting go a new idea, letting go of a new job, letting go of an offer, letting go of a new project, or something related to finances, to your career, to your work, to your financial path, maybe. You're going to be walking away from something or letting something go. Some of you guys are maybe going to be leaving a relationship behind due to the aspirations that you have at work. Maybe you're going to be transferred to a different place and you're going to be leaving someone behind, a partner behind, or something like that. I'm getting that for some others of you, you might be feeling a little bit left out in the cold. You might be feeling like you can't have both things. Like if you have one, it would jeopardize the other. So you may be feeling a little bit disappointed about this new beginning in work. But you're also trying very actively to be very objective about things. You are trying to see things with logic, with common sense, with different perspectives. You're trying for your emotions not to be the ones directing your ship, I guess. It seems to me like you're trying to have the best judgment and discernment about the situation for you not to lose something important. It seems to me like you feel like you will probably lose one or both, whether that is a relationship or a job offer. And it seems to me like you're taking your time and actually thinking things through, maybe even relying on a figure of authority, on a father figure, a male authority figure. Could be another air sign, could be another Gemini, could be a Libra, could be an Aquarius. You may be asking them for advice in regards to this situation because you want to make the best decision. It seems to me like you're also going to be kind of like waiting for that answer to emerge from you here with the Three of Wands. It seems to me like you are going to be taking it easy as this information comes through to you. You're not rushing, you're not trying to make things happen too quickly. In the near future, there could be a little bit of conflict with a person who could be an earth sign. That would be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. There is a possibility that you find yourself tapping into that inner strength of yours to kind of like go through a situation that could be interpreted as an unnecessary conflict, a disagreement, a clash of opinions, a little bit of a fight, or a discussion of some kind with a earth sign. So this could be a boss, this could be an authority figure, this could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This could be, for some of you, it's your mother. For others of you, this could be someone who is very kind, very patient, very loving, someone who is very supportive towards others and who gets a lot of support from others. But this person gives and gives and gives, and when they feel like they're not getting back what they are putting out, they tend to get very like resentful. So if you can identify someone with that trait, this could be in regards to them. So yeah, in the near future, some instability could come through with a personality like this. In your environment, there seems to be, so wherever you are right now, Gemini, there seems to be a little bit of anxiety, stress in your environment. So there's something that isn't quite right. There's something about teamwork, about your job, or about the collaborations that you're having that is just not exactly right. It makes you feel a lot of anxiety at night. You may be having sleepless nights, or the people around you may be going through a lot. Maybe the people in your environment, not necessarily you, but the people in your environment are going through a lot of anxiety or heartbreak or, you know, this sense of stress. And that could be affecting you, and it could be affecting the team work for the company or the job that you're in. Your hopes and fears and the most likely outcome. So in your hopes and fears, you are wishing to be very patient. You're kind of like taking it easy. You're wishing to have patience with this. You're trying to see if you can continue to do what you're doing and if things would suddenly, you know, kind of shape themselves or align themselves a little bit better. But at the same time, you are a little bit afraid of wasting your time. So you're kind of like, I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to see what happens. But at the same time, I don't want to stay here eternally and you know, find out that this is not going to change, because I don't want to waste my time. So hope is for clarity. You're wishing for clarity, but at the same time you may be a little bit scared of what that clarity may bring, because it could be something that you don't necessarily prefer. You have the hopes to stand your ground. You have the hopes to speak your truth and stand your ground in regards to something that you're very sure of. Something that you feel in your heart, something that you simply know, and it is like a certainty to you. there is a possibility that you're going to be wishing to defend that, but at the same time that you have a little bit of a conflict phobia right now, and you're kind of like I really want to express my point of view. I'm feeling that you really want to express your truth, but you know that that's going to trigger some people the wrong way, and it's kind of like you're avoiding it, but you know that you want to, you know, ultimately stand up for yourself and express this. So in the most likely outcome, it seems to me like you are going to be well on your way towards your right path, one that is fair to you, one that is started by a very just and logical mental decision that is going to be a good call. So make decisions with your mind as opposed to make decisions with your mind and with your heart. Like, take both of them with you. We have the Justice card and the Seven of Cups. So at the same time, I feel like you might not be very clear on what is going on exactly. I feel like you might be a little bit foggy. You might not necessarily know what is fair to you versus what is fair to others. It might be a little bit confusing for you by the time the month ends. So I'm going to be pulling additional oracle cards to see what other messages we can receive, Gemini, to give you the guidance that you may need this month. Gemini, June. Gemini, June. What messages are available for Geminis on the month of June? I'm getting that I should pull 3 cards. Okay, yes, that's exactly what I am perceiving. Yay. So the first card that we have is silence. The universe is listening. Think with love. Maybe some of you guys have transferred to a new job and you're very judgmental of the people that you have around due to their problems or due to their levels of anxiety. Maybe you're finding yourself in a lot of judgment towards yourself and others. The universe is listening. Think with love. So remember that what you think, what you sustain on a thought level, what you sustain on an emotional level, energetic level, is what you ultimately start attracting towards you. So this month of June, it would be an amazing idea to simply engage in the practice of silence. That could be through meditation, that could be literally through a silence retreat, like a Vipassana retreat. This could be also talking about entering a quiet, relaxed, calm state of mind and just minding your own business and not getting into the drama of anything and just kind of like observing everything from the observer position, which leads me to the second card, which is observe. Observe with a quiet mind and a compassionate heart. So I think these two are basically saying the same thing in a different way. Compassion, try not to listen or engage in the judgment that may pop up in your mind towards others. Try to be quiet, at ease, at peace, relaxed, you know, taken care of. It's not a month to rush into anything. It is not a month to take all the action and go all the way really fast. You know, it's a month to really think things through with ease, relaxed. You know, take your time. Take your time to make these decisions because they are important. The last card that we have here from this deck is playfulness. Your precision holds your playfulness. Your precision holds your playfulness. I don't know what that means. Your precision holds your playfulness. I'm completely blank, so maybe this is a message for one of you guys. Maybe this will make sense to you. Comment below if it does, because it doesn't bring anything to me. No energy imprints, no intuitive hits. Not even like, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be pulling one additional card from the Universe Has Your Back deck from Gabrielle Bernstein. That's so funny. It's like I have nothing to say. I don't know. I'm going to read it, but don't feel anything. Thank you, Universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of my highest good. As for guidance, Gemini, you may need it this month. Support yourself with someone who can really guide you. Look at the people in your life and observe who has the kind of life that you're aiming to achieve or find yourself in. Who has managed to bring in their life the results. Not who has the perspective or the most opinions or the most plans or the most ideas. Look at who has already done it. Who's living the life that's more similar to the one that you want to live, and listen to them. I find that there's so many people preaching tons of ideas and things and, telling you that this is the next thing and this is what you have to do and this is how you have to do it. And at the end of the day, when you really observe the kind of life that they're living, they are in no shape or form aligned with your vision. So maybe, it's like a broke person giving you financial advice or a single person giving you marriage advice. It's like, try to take the advice from someone who is aligned with what you want and is living the closest version of the life that you dream of, okay? They will tell you how they did it. And if you pay attention to them and if you listen to them and do what they did, it's very likely that you'll have the same results. One additional card here from Work Your Light. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. There's deep healing going on. And I feel like this deep healing is taking place in the silence. So allow yourself to be silent, quiet. Yoga, I think, is going to be wonderful for you. Some of you guys are hanging out with your little kitty. I don't know if you can see it there. It's a little cat there. Some of you guys are spending a lot of snuggle time with your cat. That would be a way to also tap into that vibrational, harmonious healing energy through the purring of the cats. Cats are such spiritual beings. So yeah. This is what I have for you, Geminis. I hope that this resonates. I hope that there was messages here for all of you. If by any chance it doesn't resonate, check out your moon sign or your rising sign in the rest of the readings that I have here in this channel. And know that I'm going to be doing weekly readings for you this month. So you can go ahead and check my channel every single Sunday. And you're going to be finding some additional information for each week of the month. I know that you guys are going through a lot, it seems. It seems like you're going through ups and downs and important decision making. So I'm definitely going to be providing you with as much information as possible. And always check the description box below. I have tons of resources for you. This month of June, I am actually focusing on animal medicine. That's kind of like the theme of the month. So I'll be using decks that are all about animals. All of my illustrations are going to be with animals. The cards that I'm going to be selecting are most likely going to be about animals. And that is with the intention of letting you know that I have a program called the Shamanic Journey Series, which is a 7-day process to get higher levels of self-love and self-acceptance towards yourself through classes and guided meditations with animal spirit guides. So in that course, I will teach you how to recognize your own animal spirit guide. What animal is your animal spirit guide? How to connect to it, how to create a relationship with that energy, how to receive guidance, healing, how to tap into the messages that it may bring. Also, how to basically communicate with the universe through the animals that you see outside when you're just living your life. When you start understanding what each animal means as an omen, every single animal that you see in your physical reality establishes a conversation with you, with the universe, So it is a really powerful thing to go through, I guess. And I just wanted to share it with you. So all month I'm going to be promoting this course. I am going to be inviting you to check it out. You can check it out right now. It's available in the description box below, along with a ton of things. I have been adding things onto that description box. So I hope that you enjoy it. And I hope that you have a wonderful month, Gemini. Think things very patiently. You don't have to rush into anything. Sending you much love. Bye, guys.